Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India. To represent 34 states and 722 districts of India, there is only 90 regional mentor of change and around 5,000 plus mentor of change who are associated with the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab by Atal Innovation Mission, NITI Aayog. These intellectuals and experts have been selected for mentoring to 7,200 schools across India, where approx 5 million students are benefited directly, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as narrate innovators. Mr. Vinod, the host of the show, is also a regional mentor of change for Gujarat State, a best-selling author, international speaker, engineering director, an influencer, solar expert awardee, a strategic thinker, and has been referred to as a magician of words. He is truly a professor of success principles from the University of Life. In this podcast, he is going to interview one of the important regional mentors to learn about his journey, accomplishments, and ATL success till date. It would be definitely quite informative and motivating for all of us. Enjoy, and you can thank us later.
Hello and namaste and good evening. I'm honored to welcome each one of you to the one and only podcast show for students from all over India who are associated with Atal Tinkering Lab and those who wish to get engaged with the flagship initiative by Atal Innovation Mission NITI Aayog.
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India.
This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com, a fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. So you might be thinking that who are the regional mentors and who are the mentor of change? Let me just explain. To maximize the input of the Atal Tinkering Lab, Mentor of Change program is envisaged to be the largest formal volunteer network in India. Mentor of Change is aimed at engaging leaders, industry community professionals, brilliant technocrats, entrepreneurs who can guide and mentor young students in these labs for their neighboring schools to be as a role model for young innovators. After competitive rounds of the selections and reviews, top mentors from all over India has been identified and selected to take extra responsibility of their respective states. So approximately 91 regional mentor of change has been selected in 2 batches from existence of 5,000 plus mentor of change across the nation. So we are going to interview all of the regional mentor of change on an alphabetical basis and batchwise. So here in this episode, I would like to invite Mr. Srinivas SD, who is a regional mentor of change from the state of Andhra Pradesh, AP. Welcome, Mr. Srinivas. And here is my first question. Can you please brief about you and yourself?
Hello, hi. This is Srinivas SG from the state of Andhra Pradesh, India. So, in fact, while I'm in primary school, I used to have a lot of questions. So, I was born and brought up from a small village in the state of Andhra Pradesh, India. So I used to keep observe a lot of things, and the curiosity of my thinking is how they function, how they work, who has created, how the outside world is working. So these are the basic fundamental observative questions I raised in my mind from my primary school to high school, carried forward. Then I started finding solutions for them. So one way I did happy schooling because I'm tinkering myself. Lot of own my solutions for various my problems of the society. So to answer my questions, I did engineering and then started designing solutions to my own problems. So after which I started my own industry at Hyderabad, and then later I got opportunity to work at United States. So when returned back to my nation back, and I said, okay, let me help children of the nation so that they'll have the experience of happy schooling. So that's all about myself. So later I started serving the nation through my innovative method of developing scientific temper through critical and creative thinking. So this is my brief about myself. And then I am a founder scientificstudents.com, and then I started serving children all across the nation by reaching various schools through my demonstrations and then scientific motivations and conducting various workshops in science and technology areas to develop innovative ecosystem.
Wow, that's great introduction, and I'm glad that I'm speaking with somebody who is an engineer, who is a founder of scientificstudents.com. Great, and I'm impressed that you have thought to support Indian kids after you have come back from USA. And this is also great to mention that since childhood you had a great observing power, because everybody is having a curiosity, everybody is having questions, but people are not really observing the things properly, which you have done. So guys, many of you would be thinking that what exactly is the ATL? I'll just brief about it. It is one of the aggressive initiative by our Prime Minister of India to establish innovative workplace in high schools based on the global living lab models, allowing a regular exchange of innovative ideas between the schools, teachers, expert mentors, NITI Aayog team, parents and other relevant stakeholders. So the objective of this scheme is to foster curiosity, creativity and imagination in young minds and inculcate skills such as design, mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning to empower critical thinking, communication and problem solving. So as on today, there are approximately 7,200 Atal Tinkering Labs which has been successfully established across India, and out of which 70% of them are either in the government schools or government aided schools, including girls or co-ed schools. So hope you got a brief understanding about the Atal Tinkering Lab. Okay, so here we go for the second question. So Mr. Srinivas, we would like to understand that why did you got influenced to join the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab?
So once again, I'm happy that while I'm trying to help children at schools to develop the inventive and innovative method of thinking. So suddenly I'm so happy that Government of India announced a program called Establishment of Atal Tinkering Labs all across the nation. And when I went through all the documentation, and it was so inspiring, the kind of labs and the equipments, the documentation they have provided, they have mentioned. And I said, being I'm an electronics and telecommunication engineer, I felt this is really something very good at school level children so that they can make use of all the sensors and then programming whatnot. So that can really turn them, basically from their idea to ideation. So that's going to be really a productive model. So they can really find solutions for their own problems of the local areas, local problems, like society problems, social problems. So ultimately I said, okay, this is the area I must hook on. Then immediately I started applying for to be as mentor of change at Atal Tinkering Lab's Atal Innovation Mission. So then fortunately, when I got approval from Atal Innovation Mission that appointed as me as an mentor of change and assigned few schools. So then started working with them and then make them understand all about ATLs and then inspiring and igniting the children to develop a lot of innovations. So definitely India means all inventive and innovative thinkers to come out at school level so that further their ideas and their thoughts can be modified as a product. And I'm so glad that these ATLs have flourished in such a way. A lot of children are even now are able to get patents for their own thoughts through various marathons and special programs offered by Atal Tinkering Labs, ATLs offered by Atal Innovation Mission. So how science and engineering and technology go together. So this is what greatly helped by tinkering at Tinkering Labs.
Great, your journey of joining the Atal Tinkering Lab is amazing. And what you said is correct, that the main objective of Atal Tinkering Lab is actually create an ideation, which is a starting from idea. So it's a journey from idea to ideation. Well, I'm so excited to tell you that the project, which was initially started like as a pilot project, has become one of the biggest and successful project of the country, Atal Tinkering Lab. And till today, around 1.1 lakh innovative projects has been created for social and cross-cultural collaborations, ethical leadership, and to help in building innovative solutions for India's unique problems. Well, in order to foster inventiveness among students, Atal Tinkering Lab do conduct different activities ranging from regional level, national level and school level competitions and exhibitions or workshops. So you will agree that today we stand on the brink of a technological revolution which will certainly alter the way we think, we live, we work, we shop, we eat, whatever we do. And this is called Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is a digital fusion actually of technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, autopilot vehicles, 3D printing, nanotechnology, material science, biotechnology, quantum computing, you name it, there are so many. So completely it's a digital revolution 4.0. So, Mr. Srinivas, here is my third question to you. Can you please elaborate which are those three unique skills much required by the students for Industrial Revolution 4.0?
So, fortunately, Atal Innovation Mission have opened up and connecting a lot of industry experts to all the Atal Tinkering Lab and then the programs offered by. So there are so many skills offered by Atal Tinkering Labs, Atal Innovation Mission. Especially in summertime, we conduct programs like Tinkerpreneurship. So in the Tinkerpreneurship, there are so many, nearly 30 digital skills are acquired by all our children. That's what is more important. And these particular skills must be get connected to all the schools, including rural, including non-ATL schools. All of them must acquire, all the children. That's one thing. And second thing, today we're all suffering with a massive problem called global warming and the climate change. The action to be actions for the climate change to be well connected. And then the skills in that particular area, like using renewable energies like solar energy and wind energy and all that, and that is one area. And where, because global warming is a global issue, and day by day the temperatures are going up and lot many things are happening, you all know about that. And as of now the global warming index is 1.19 degree. If it touches 1.5 degree, then according to the IPCC 6 panel committee, you all know that, okay, recently they have announced it. That's one thing, and that is the area all children need to have acquire lot many skills. And also, according to my personal opinion, all my children at all my ATL schools, making use of all this particular equipment, they must acquire the basic skills of all the parts used and all the sensors they use, and the basic electric and electronic functionality of every particular part they use. That is another skill, like analog to digital, digital to all these particular softwares. So ultimately, that's a good thought that all ATLs are connecting with the industry experts. So industrial revolution, in fact, 4.0 is, 4.0 is a really wonderful revolution where children can get acquainted with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics, whatnot. For all that, the basics must be well experienced. So we are really happy about all this. And definitely these are the skills that they must get interlinked together, and they must start work with all the mechanical tools to electrical and electronic parts and the sensors and the programming area as well. And AIM is doing extraordinary about all this. Thanks for asking me this question. Thank you, sir.
Great, you have answered it really well, and I completely agree with what you said, that the action for the climate change is to be taken very seriously, and we need to wisely utilize the energy. We have to save the energy, like from a renewable sources. Then definitely that's a great thing, because the global warming index is rising day by day, which is really a big question. So thank you, Mr. Srinivas, for being a guest at the podcast, and I'm sure that your knowledge and wisdom is going to be helpful for millions of students across India and across the globe. Guys, truly I believe that this mission could not be so successful without the contribution of each and everyone. And here I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all the parents, the teachers, the mentors, IITs, IIMs, government organizations, public companies, tech giant companies, IT organization. All of them have supported well. And last but not the least, the AIMT and the able leadership of NITI Aayog. I would like to say that this is a massive revolution, and it is all happening because of the big vision of our beloved Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi. This is happening because of the able leadership of the Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the CEO of NITI Aayog, Shri Amitabh Kant, the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav and Mr. Ramanan, and definitely a dedicated team, Miss Deepika, Miss Swati Rao, Miss Madhuri, Mr. Ronak, Miss Naba, Miss Varya. They are really working hard to make this happen. And finally, all the students who are really the center of attraction, who are learning and growing from innovator to entrepreneur. Hope that you have enjoyed the session, and looking forward to see you on next Monday with a new personality, the new regional mentor of change from different state of India. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye.
Appreciate your time to join this week's episode. We hope that you have enjoyed the knowledge and content as shared by the regional mentor of change. We would like to convey our sincere thanks to NITI Aayog, AIM team, and all the sponsors. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate, and review. And you can also share it with others on your social media and WhatsApp groups. This show is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and you can choose your favorite channel. Join us again on next Monday to meet exciting new personality from a different region of India. To catch all the latest podcast from Mr. Vinod Tiwari, you can follow him on Instagram at I am Vinod Tiwari. See you next Monday. Have a pleasant evening.